Hey everybody, welcome to my live stream here on Twitch and lichess.org. International Master William Paschall, otherwise known as Sladgie. Sparkle Horse on lichess is my handle, and we are going to be doing a live simul stream here. It is Sunday. That's my usual Sunday routine. We're on a kind of unusual time here. I'm starting a couple minutes early. Give you time to register for the simul. Welcome everybody. We are streaming our second stream since back to the United States. Let me check out the stream here. I turned on the wrong browser here. Alright, where did I go? I'm going over here. I want to check out the Twitch stream. So, new microphone? No. It should be good. It's just a different acoustics here, probably not as good. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream from this room all the time, but right now that's where I'm working. This is my temporary office here, where all my chess books are stored. If you guys could turn the camera around, you would see a massive wall of chess books in front of you, numbering in the hundreds. But you can't see that. It's just in front of me. Just imagine bookshelves filled with like 300 chess books. That's what you got. Anyway, guys, we're gonna be doing a simul here. It's 40-40 time control, kind of my standard time control, and it's 25 players. I'm gonna open the simul, accept challenges in a minute. Let's see, is our moderator here yet? Is Soltiga with us yet? I think we surprised him by starting a little bit early. He's not really ready yet, so we'll give him a couple minutes to get here. I just want to announce something, you guys. For a long time, I worked with a chess site and I helped to create a chess site called chesslecture.com. And they were talking to me and decided that we should promote each other. And so they're going to help promote my stream, and I want to help promote Chess Lecture a little bit. They make a chess video library online that I've been fortunate enough to work with for the last 12 years or so. So I just want to let you guys know that I will be promoting the site here on the stream. There is a discount if anybody wants to sign up for chesslecture.com and get a membership there. If you've never been a member before, I will get you guys a discount. So it's basically a 3-month membership on chesslecture.com for half price. It would normally be $30, but it's going to be $15 for people. And this is the link here. If you guys, we'll actually have Mubah put this up, but if you guys want to sign up, if anybody wants to sign up, let me see. If anybody wants to sign up here, I'll add the link occasionally on the stream. It's a good site. Lots of videos by me and other strong players. You guys can sign up and use the code my name, my last name, which is our code to get a discount. Now, I don't know how many people are actually going to go for this, but if we got 1 or 2 people every week to sign up, it would be really helpful. Again, it's a site that I've worked for 12 years, so we're going to need a little work here. But if you sign up for Chess Lecture, you basically get 3 months for $15, which is like half off. It's a promotion. So just an idea. If you like what I do, if you like my stream, you probably all also would like the videos at chesslecture.com. A lot of my friends, my personal friends, I kind of helped to put the players together who do the videos there long ago. So everyone I pretty much approve of. People like David Vigorito, Eugene Perelstein, Brian Smith. There's a lot of strong players. Kostin Seva. We've got a collection of strong players. So Soltigo will help to put the link in there as well. I just want to make that announcement that in the future I am going to be promoting Chess Lecture a little bit, here on the stream. So that said, maybe Soltigo can get it in the Mubot and put it in there. You can use my name as a code for that. So anyway, guys, we're starting the simul now. I'm going to open the simul. So we've got 40 time control for 25 players. This is the simul here. Someone's challenging me to Hyper Bullet. I don't think they know me too well. Host a new simul. this is it, guys. We're going to be starting. I just want to remind everyone that before we start, this is very important. It's a kind of long simul time control, so if you don't have at least 3 hours to play the game, I strongly recommend not signing up for this simul. We're going to create standard 40 minutes, random colors. So let's see how our lag is doing here. I don't think my internet connection here is quite as good as it is in Hungary. We got 300, like a wave of lag there to 300. Acerbate is in. I'm going to take all the subscribers first. Ooh, I've got some, what looks like really bad waves of lag here. I'm trying to click Acerbate, but it won't let me add them to the simul. Wow, there. Okay, that was an insane wave of lag. Alright, next subscribers. I'm going to accept, guys. Literal subscribers. And I need Soltigo to help me out here. I think I'm on some kind of crazy lag right now. 323. Okay, this guy's going to get blocked in a minute. I just like, going to need to block him because he's bugging me. And he can't be challenging me while I'm trying to do a simul. Alright. Nothing personal, man, but I can't be doing that right now. So, anyway, subscribers. Parmenides, probably still a subscriber. Soltigo, you count as a subscriber. You've been a big supporter of the stream. Hey, guys. We're just going to get underway in a few minutes here. It's 25 players. Please don't play unless you can play for 3 hours. It's very important. Let me just check the... Just check this out here. Alright, so... Again, guys, check out chesslecture.com. It's a great site. I've been working with them for 12 years. You also help support me a little bit, but basically they're going to help support the stream, and I'm going to help support the site and promote videos there too. Alright, so we've got how many subscribers here? Arsenal Fan is a former subscriber. He's a close friend of the stream. I've got crazy lag. That is the worst I've seen. Okay. I hope this does not continue. It says just 122, but I'm not. There's Clash Kid. I guess you went in. I didn't even notice it. So the lag isn't so bad now. All right, we got subscribers. Jeroen is a former moderator. I want to get him in there. Not to be too favoritism. Not to be favoring everybody too much, but I've got to take my subscribers and close friends of the stream first, and then we'll get some regulars and some other players. But the other players need to promise that they're going to play the whole game and not like drop out after 5 minutes. It's very important. So this is not going to be a regular time. I think my streams are going to be more like 3 hours later. Probably most of our streams, Monday to Friday especially, will be 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here. I'm East Coast USA. The Bad Fish will play full game. Who is the Bad Fish? Bad Fish. Soltigo, let me know if there's any other subscribers that I haven't picked. This is important. S4, are you still a subscriber? Probably. Morales is a subscriber. Great that I got some guys that normally probably couldn't play during my European time. I think that's it for the subscribers. We're about half full now. We'll start taking some other players, some regulars, and some new guys. So let me just check out the stream here. Fonza Curry. Bad Fish is a streamer. Yeah, I wondered why that was familiar. Alright. So we've got about half full. We need 13 more players. I really, really need you guys to promise that you'll play the whole game. I don't want to get any free passes. And I want to play like the full 25 games. And, So that's the way it is. Alright, any other subscribers that I missed? Bombus is kind of a regular. Let's see, Dimitri played before. Fonza Curry. Let's give Lord Jesus Christ. These are kind of regular guys. Patser Nacional. He started to play all the time. And then we'll get some other players that haven't played before. Let's check out some of these accounts and see if you got enough games. I'd like to see at least 50, 100, like 100 games in the account. This one's not got that many games. Kind of barely cutting it there. Newer accounts are more likely to default on their games. That's why I don't like to accept people who don't have enough games. Okay, this guy looks good. We're going to take him and hope. Funny Animator Jim. Okay. No offering multiple draws. It's not good form. This guy's a supporter of lichess. I like to see that. That's awesome. I'm also a supporter. I think for more than 12 months, I've been a regular supporter of lichess. Or lichess, if you prefer. What time is it? It is now 1 p.m. here in the United States, East Coast. So we've got 20 players. I got room for 5 more. If any other subscribers to the stream, Soltigo, can you check for me? Can you check for me? Saul is also a subscriber. Okay. Nefidov, are you in the stream? What's his job in Budapest? I'm a chess player. I was playing poker for a long time, but I had to retire from poker due to lack of funds. We're doing just chess now. Can I play? Username is subum777. All right. Let's see. He made a small bit donation. I'm Lou Barlow. What's up, man? I was just listening to a lot of Sebadoh. Are you the real Lou Barlow? All right. Lou Barlow, are you going to play in the simul, man? That's weird. I was just thinking about you. All right. Because I was listening to a lot of Sebadoh lately. Kind of got into it. I hadn't seen you, and I thought about you being on the stream a lot lately. The real Lou Barlow. So anyway, let's see. We've got 6 places left. Anybody else who's a subscriber that I missed? I'd love to do a simul for 50 players. I mean, I don't want to leave any of you guys out, but it's just impossible to do that. Is that right? PQLLED. He's been a regular. All right, Subum said that he's good. Where did Subum go? Let's try Subum. He's got no games. That's Noobstar. All right, Subum. Where are you? We're going to get started momentarily, guys, in like a minute or so. So please be patient. Subum is kind of new, but he's got a bunch of bullet games. All right, I'll trust you, Subum. Oh, no. I just took the wrong guy. Well, he's in there, lucky. But that's a player we know, so that's cool. All right, Serbia's in. We got 22 players, 3 more. Anybody who's a subscriber that I forgot? Wojtek. What is that, another simul, or is that my simul? What link is he putting in there? ETR, I'm not going to be able to play. All right, where's ETR? You're not going to be able to play the whole event. All right, then you're out. Thanks for letting me know, man. That was really cool. So we got Maria Cyprian, who's been on the stream quite a few times. Last call for subscribers, guys. Alright, this is a new account, just created. Who else? Do I know any of you guys? Texas Chessmaster. Texas Chessmaster, pretty new account there. I like to have trustworthy accounts with lots of games, so I know you guys won't drop out. Elastic Hold is new here. Say hello to Elastic Hold. Mr. Killy, I do know you. Tushar Kamde, are you playing? Who's your daddy? Texas Chessmaster. Not too many games, man. I mean, that's why I'm reluctant. I'm reluctant to take that challenge. We've got to get started here. I'm not that pressed for time, but Sergey's a regular to my simuls. All right. So you're a friend with Soltigo. You're a friend with me. All right, man. Sergey's in. I just clicked on his profile. Sorry for exposing your profile. All right. We've got 2 more places. Last call for subscribers. Is anybody left out who's a subscriber that wants to play? Yeah, this time looks pretty good. I've never streamed at exactly this time before. Well, I guess I have. I guess I have actually, come to think of it. This is almost like I didn't do it on purpose. This is like almost my normal stream time. I'm normally doing the simul at 6, right? But I used to do this time actually, so that kind of makes sense. So 4 kilo. I'm Milos. Milos said he would play the whole game, but it's okay. Okay, if you don't pick me, I will take that. That's fine. Beggars can't be choosers, but we'll take Milos. All right. So we've got 24, and I just want to grab one more player, and then one last call for subscribers. Did I miss anybody who's a subscriber? I didn't get Sergey. I said I was going to take Sergey, and I didn't let him in, and I let somebody else in by mistake. What happened? I don't know. I don't see anybody. I think I just missed him. I guess I just missed him. I clicked on his name instead of... That's why... That was the problem. All right, I've got 25 players. Guys, last call for subscribers who missed out. You'll be asleep at that time. Too late for Tushar. Don't forget the troll. The troll is going to play. That's the maximum I could do. I mean, I might make an exception to do 26 players, but that's... Where's troll? All right, troll. That's last 26 games. I got to start the simul, guys. Once again, before we start, I just want to promote chesslecture.com. It's a video subscription, chess video subscription site-based site that I've been working with, and I helped to create, you know, basically like 12 years ago. I am promoting them here a little bit on the stream. There's an offer that if you sign up for a silver membership, which is like normally $30, and you use the code Paschall with a capital P, Paschall, code Paschall, capital P, my name, you can sign up. You can sign up for $15 off, basically half price for 3 months on chesslecture.com. So please consider that. And I posted the link. We'll post the link in the stream. Anyway, guys, we're gonna start the simul. It's basically 26 players, 40-40. Let's get started, guys. I missed you. All right, I can't take everybody. 26 players. We're gonna play all different openings. What I can do, you know, I try to make. My focus is really trying to make the most instructive chess game that I can do, you know, and so my hope is that, you know, not to just win as many games as possible, but to be able to really help everybody to learn something. I'm streaming Monday through Friday and Sunday with the simul. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I'm playing Blitz and Rapid Chess here on lichess.org. And Tuesdays I have a viewer tournament. Thursdays I have a subscriber stream where we go over games together. And Sundays is the simul. So 6 streams a week. Anyway, ouch, I joined 1 second too late. Well, a lot of people didn't make it. Good luck, everyone. Please support the stream with donations via PayPal or just becoming what am I trying to say? A subscriber to the stream. I'm trying to mix in different openings here. Apples and Scott 2100. That's pretty tough for me. I don't like to have too many 2100s in the sim. At least we don't have anyone like 2400. I sometimes get opponents who are way up in the 2400s. Let me just check the stream once more to make sure there's no important questions. So PQ actually became a subscriber. I've forgotten about that. I added him to the simul anyway, luckily. Link for what he's talking about. Soltigo, can you put in the link for the chess lecture to the stream there, the chess lecture offer? If you guys want to sign up for a 3-month silver membership on chesslecture.com, you will get a $15 discount if you use my family name, Paschall, as your code, which is a good value. You get to watch unlimited videos on chesslecture.com for 3 months for $15. I think it's not a bad deal. You can watch as many videos as you can, basically for 3 months. I think that's not bad. So let's get on with it. Without further ado, I almost played f4. All right, I try to play all different stuff with white. I'm not playing enough e4 here. I just realized. I chose to play e4 against Morales. Arsenal fan Richie, let's play e5 in one game. Another d4. All right. Second Caro-Kann. Let's play some other stuff. Maybe a Scandinavian somewhere. Ooh, Patsernasian. He's pretty tough, but we'll play the Scandinavian. He's pretty tough. I don't trust my Scandinavian that well. All right, troll on a roll. Let's play some knight f3. Another e4 probably. Clash Kid is tough, but we'll give him e4. I think he said I don't play e4 against him or something like that recently. Nefyudov. Nefyudov likes it when I play g3, and he likes boring stuff too. All right, Bombist is really tough. Let's try something different against him. Lord Jesus Christ. I don't play the French defense, so I don't like to mess around with e6 too much. All right. Anyway, guys, I really try to make it an instructive stream. I can't really answer too many questions while I'm playing the simul like I would, like, say, in a blitz stream. Man, I started hallucinating. Knight c6 is a good move. Alright, I just played it against someone else. So Marius Cyprian also can play very, very tough at times. Morales playing the modern defense. Batfish is a streamer as well. I don't have too many games against him, so I don't know his style of play too well. As with a lot of you guys, I mean, some of you I know much better than others. S4 is one that I know that he's a maniac. He's also a subscriber to the stream. Okay, here we go. Alright, D6. Kind of a sideline. Caro-Kann. Guys, some of the simul games might be kind of stalled out. This seems to happen quite a bit. Just be patient if your game doesn't start right away, because that does happen. And hopefully we'll get to all the games without taking too long. Alright. Troll in a roll. I see this all the time. I just can't get over how popular Knight c6 really is against g3 and Knight f3. Merle Dixon. He seems fairly decent. Relatively new subscriber to my stream. We'll transpose to e4 there. PQ. He's got a relatively new account, but he did play me quite a few games on another account long ago, which I guess is closed now. Knight f3. I'll play Knight c6 here. I play many different moves and different lines in the Sicilian, really. Nefedov. He's a really regular player here on our stream. Okay, Parmenides. I'll try something a little outside my normal setup. Can we have a Portuguese gambit? You're talking about the other game. I like how Arsenal fans requesting openings in other people's games. Alright. Acerbate, the English opening. We got a couple modern defenses. The London, and this is not the first time that Lord Jesus Christ has probably played this against me. Alright, let's go with G6 here. I have two different setups I play against the London. Funny Animator Jim with E5. I mean, this is a kind of independent variation. Fonzo Curry, he's won almost all of his recent games against me. Seems outrageously strong. Bad Fish. We had 2 draws. I don't remember these games because it was a little while ago. Alright. I do tend to get in time pressure sometimes, so the simul games, I can't remember all of them. I'm kind of like blitzing the moves in many cases. I don't remember the games that well. So, Jeroen played b3. Okay, this is a game I had with Pavel Blatny, Czech Grandmaster. Arsenal fan. What are we going to do with Arsenal? Arsenal, we're going to play Knight c6. I don't know e4, e5 that well, but I like to play it, expand my horizons. Playing classical chess was never really my thing when I started out. We had a game in this line the other day. We had a stream on Friday. We did a blitz stream. Alrighty. Here we lifted the rook. Thanks, guys, for watching and subscribing to the stream. Alright, the coffee is almost done. Unfortunately, I don't have any beer here for me. No beer today. I could have played e4 against Nefedov. I like to play that sometimes. Clash Kid. Again, be patient if it takes a while to play the first couple moves in the games. Just be patient. Advanced variation, probably the best line against the Caro-Kann, honestly. And here against Funny Animator Jim, we're going to play an aggressive move f4. I know that Knight f3 is probably slightly more common, but I did have success with f4 in one game long ago. He didn't say Knight c6 was the best move, just a very good move. Did I? Who did say that? Okay, now against Fonzo Curry. If I play e3 and Knight f6, I have nothing. So White really has to play, like... You really have to play g3 here. I just don't see any other move. Okay. We're in Sicilian, open Sicilian. Maybe that'll be an exciting game. Was asking if you meant to be selected as someone... What? As someone may have been accidentally chosen. Meant no offense. I might have chosen someone by accident. But I think that Dimitri played before anyway, so that's fine. I might have chosen him anyway. So bishop b2. Here, this Philidor, it's like a Serbian specialty. Couple of strong players from Serbia play the exchange Philidor. Bishop g5, very unusual move from Bombist. I'm just thinking if e5, wow. I mean, like e5, pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn, queen takes check, knight takes, and then bishop takes f6, g takes f6, knight d5 with a double attack. What a strange position. I mean, it almost looks like I might have compensation for a pawn there. Let's try that. That's kind of crazy, but I want to try it. Maybe I'm out of my mind against a strong player to play that. This bishop d3, not that commonly seen. Not the main line in the advanced variation. Let's see what Clash Kid does in the main line. Lopez there. The other day I played I'm silent. I don't think I'm like constantly talking. Tushar was like, I'm silent. I feel like I'm just running at the mouth here. Alright, so f4, knight back to c6. I had a game years ago when black played knight to g6. It's very similar to the Budapest Gambit, actually. I mean, knight c6 might be better than knight g6. You're not a target. Nefedov and I have had a couple games like this recently. He's becoming a specialist. Sergey, okay. Sorry for the games that take a little while to develop here. I got two mirror images there. Bishop b4 and d5. So d5 against the classical Nimzo. It's been a while since I played this. You know, I'm not certain I ever had this in a live game. I used to play the classical Nimzo occasionally with white, and I played it with black, but I'm just not sure I've ever had to play against that particular line with the white pieces, strangely enough. Kind of unusual move by Dimitri, but I have seen that before. Apples is like 2100. He looks pretty solid. But knight f6 is rather rare. I mean, usually the bishop comes out to g4. I had a game in Nikola Sedlak back in December where I got a great game but lost against bishop f5. But I guess there's nothing wrong with knight f6 per se. Here an interesting move order by Jesus Christ. Knight d2 right away. That's kind of weird. At least we don't have to worry about queen d2. I could play c5. Does he grab it? Well, c5 looks dynamic and fun. Let's do it. Yeah, so Milos is playing the Serbian variation. Knight takes d4. What's up, chess guy? PQ LLED. Let's play Accelerated Dragon. Uh-oh, bishop c4 from Arsenal fan. You know, I found the queen a5 check Capablanca style, or Capablanca style is not really that good because queen a5 check and then queen a6 and white has like queen h3 here. So you don't want to do that necessarily so early. I have no idea about this position. Do I play bishop c4? Or do I go like... Wow, it's a creative situation. I don't know what to do. I have a crazy idea. Let's try bishop c4. Merle. Yeah, it's hard to accept everybody to the simul. I can't fit like 50 people into a 25-player simul. Difficult to do. If you guys know how to do that, just let me know. We can't please all the people. Unfortunately, knight f6 now. Oh, God. Clash Kid is playing the Berlin defense. I think we might have had this once. Okay, so Fonzo Curry, we're back to the usual. He loves to play the Botvinnik system. Here. S4. I think I might have lost to him in one game in that line. And Morales is playing a move that our own... Here in Hungary, I usually live in Hungary. I'm a resident there, but I'm back in the United States for the time being. Anyway, the Hungarian Grandmaster Oliver Mihok, I think, has played this. The D5. How good is it, anyway? I don't know. I'm just going to play it like a Scandinavian. Okay, I'm just trying to keep the games moving along here. Because time pressure can be kind of a difficult thing with all these games. And there's a lot of strong players now in this simul. So we got Soltigo playing that. I'm going to play the Queen's Gambit Accepted, which is not in my normal repertoire. But I like to play it once in a while when I'm black and I do decide to play d5. I could play other stuff. I could have played the Queen's Gambit Declined. But it should be a fun game with Soltigo. He's an interesting player. Okay, so Fonzo Curry. I don't see any reason why I have to be in a hurry to castle kingside in these type of lines. On the other hand, a move like rook b1 might turn out to be a waste of time. No, I mean, I guess this is standard. Castles knight e1. Similar to the other line. Similar to the Scandinavian. Now queen a5, queen a6 is actually okay. Slightly passive, but I don't know. It's a solid way for black to play. Let's go. Let's go with it now. Sub 'em. Play the recommend. I'm getting a lot of those positions. It's like ridiculous. I have 10 of those now. Black played e takes d5. Queen takes d5 is considered by many to be a good line in that Nimzo. I have no idea about the theory in this position. Absolutely none. Alright, Morales, you caught me. You caught me in a line that I don't normally play. We'll see what happens. Arsenal fan. Classic. Gioco pianissimo. Quiet. Very quiet game. What's up, guys? Please support the stream. Make a donation via PayPal. Alright, now I've got a problem here. He's going to grab that pawn on c5. I mean, that's not a joke. This guy could really take my pawn on c5. Plus, he has ideas of e4. It almost looks like I have to take on d4, which is just utterly lame. But it's equal. I just don't like the other options there so much. Okay, this is a game where I actually beat... this position, I actually beat Hungarian Grandmaster Csaba... What's his name? Csaba, what's his name? One Hungarian Grandmaster, Balogh Csaba. He's like in the 2600s now, but when he was a kid, we had this game in this line, man, that was crazy. It was like a 6-hour game and I beat him. Okay, Dmitry. Well, there's a lot of different ways to play this. We could just go into an English. I guess against some of them here, I mean, g6 is considered like a mainline Panov. Semi-Tarash against Sergei, which is a very, very solid defense for black. Okay, get the rook off of the long diagonal here. Or do we play like knight e1? Okay, Nefedov played c6 extremely early in this position. Like, there doesn't even seem to be any reason to play that move. Okay. Clash Kid. Thanks for supporting the stream this week, Clash Kid. Made a nice donation to the stream. Okay, we take back with the queen here. We're going to get our pawn back on d5, I suppose. Now, it's been a while since I played this position. Am I supposed to take on d5, I believe? It's been so long since I played this line. Can't even remember what I'm supposed to do. Wow, queen e7. Well, I mean, I'm pretty much thinking of doing the same thing myself, to be honest with you. Okay. That knight is going to be b6, obviously. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And I hope that I can make the stream instructive and useful for everyone. Kind of like a cross between the Queen's Gambit there. Very unusual move by Parmenides here, bishop g4. It is occasionally played. And I think that knight d2 and e3 are both moves. I mean, knight e5 might just allow d takes c4. I'm not that impressed by knight e5, but bishop g4, it's rarely seen. It may not be that bad. Okay, we'll make a move. I'm not sure about the best move there. It's good that you brought that up. I haven't been playing that line too much recently. Acerbate playing on like a slightly unusual order of moves that I never see this move. e4 would transpose to possible Sicilians. Okay, so like g3, d5, take d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4. Let's try g3. And we'll play like Botvinnik here. The e4 leads to a lot of simplification. I wish I could play like Botvinnik, but we try. This is... See, you've got your chess books handy. This is important. 100 selected games by one of the best players of all time. I strongly recommend classic books. I lost my video cam there. Sorry. Just to show you guys the kind of books that I read in my off time. C4, you can never forget the classics. What's up, guys? We've got quite a few games here. 61 viewers is excellent. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the stream. If you love instructive chess, I try to do my best to make it worthwhile. You won't find any bullet chess here. Just deep thought. Bishop g7 strategy. We try to give you guys good advice. I mean, I'm not the world champion, but you know, I'm close. Bishop d7 here. This is a very rare move by Svorovich. I never saw this before, but it certainly can't really be bad. This could transpose to something that's similar to like the... Well, it's still a Philidor. I mean, we can call it what we want, right? Let's try g3. I mean, if he's going to play that, I don't have to worry about bishop g4. h3. Alright. Now, this is where I get confused sometimes. As I said, I haven't played this in ages. I think I'm supposed to play knight b6 here. Supposed to play. I mean, okay, knight b6, knight takes d5. I just had the instinct I'm supposed to go here. I might be wrong. Very strange move from Serbia. We'll just call him Serbia. From Serbia, queen b3. Never seen that, and I never want to see it again. So c5, and we just go, baby, go. c5, take c5, take c5. And we get the knight out to a really good square. But what about stuff like knight c3? Let's say c5, knight c3, knight c6, knight b5, rook c8. It should be okay for me. I mean, a6, anybody? It's a reason to rush. A number of these structures, right? This reminds me of a line I played in a dragon the other day. Okay, f5 very early from Fonzakuri, and I was always taught like you should meet this kind of thing with f4, and that advice, I mean, it doesn't come without some risk. I've seen some examples of players just allowing f4. F4 does weaken my position to some degree. I could also play bishop g5. This player has an insane score. He wins every single game he plays against me. So he must be over 2200. Okay, f5, f4. We're just going to do it. Now, at this point, Nefedov is like really prepared for me. I've played a number of games with him in this particular position. G3 from Yura. Now, I know that I can sacrifice a pawn here. Let's go for it. I'm going to try to sack a pawn. This position I played before. And now this looks more like a Queen's Gambit than it does a Nimzo. Castling. So Fonzakuri takes on f4. Should I take with the bishop or take with the pawn? It's the million-dollar question. I kind of like taking with the pawn here. That would be my normal approach. Now knight f6, double attacking my pawn. Wow, I just kind of underestimated this, maybe? Obviously, knight c3, bishop b4, knight d4. Lots of weird moves are possible. I cannot just lose the pawn. I mean, e5, excuse me, e5. What's he going to do? He has knight g4 and knight f2 ideas. So that's that. Let's just develop a piece, I guess. Okay, c3 is a good sign. We have this diagonal, and I like it. I like it a lot. Actually, which knight should I put there? I mean, if I go with the e7 knight. Knight a3 is coming. Knight d7, knight a3. I have all sorts of weird stuff. Knight c6 puts more immediate pressure on his position. Then where's my other knight going, though? Makes you wonder. Alright, let's just try something. Bishop a7. a4 is actually a tricky kind of looking move. A tricky looking kind of move. Okay, h6 preempting me. What is up, everyone? International Master William Paschall. This is my simul stream, which I do every Sunday at one time or another. Castles, bishop b2. And now where to put the knight here? We have a central pawn preponderance, as so called in the very good middle game series. I recommend. Badfish dropped a pawn here. This is a bad mistake. Good thing I'm paying attention. Alright, we got that pawn with check. Now, that's good. Now d5 looks like a threat to me. I mean, if d5 is a threat, maybe I should play knight e3. This is what I was looking at when I went into this variation. I mean, there's two possible squares for the queen, at least, where I stay in contact, stay in touch. And now, a4. Looking for the b5 square. I want to get my pieces out there. Apples and Ska played d takes c. I don't really think I have a lot of choices. I mean, maybe knight e5 is possible, but I think I probably played this position before. Queen a4. Okay, mainline, accelerated dragon there, queen e2. I think I lost this position years ago to a guy named Mas from Malaysia. g3 I've never seen in my life in this position. Wow. Turning it into a Catalan. Well, why not, man? Creative. Is b5 is probably a little too much for me. b6 weakens my queen side. What am I supposed to do? That bishop will be a menace on the long diagonal. c5 would transpose to something other. I mean, is b5 really bad? Maybe that's actually a good move. Let's try it. Bombist. We must retreat, my friend. Anyway, guys, welcome to my stream. Nothing too exciting going on here. Maybe g3 to play it like a Catalan. But then you could take on c4. I take with the queen. I don't know. You only live once. I've got to play something. What's going on in the stream, guys? Throwing a roll. Octaviano, what is up, guys? How does one have such a crazy memory as you do? No, it's not that good of memory. I'm starting to have Alzheimer's. King h8. We're out of here. We're going back. We lost the tempo at the cost of winning a rather valuable pawn there. I'll take the pawn. Pawns are generally worth like three units of time, right? 3 tempi. We got a pawn for one tempo there. I'll acerbate with that. You know, you're making me want to play d4 now. I mean, I think I should play d4 and strike quickly while he has weak dark squares. f3 from PQLLED. Now, tempting me to play something crazy like queen b6. That's probably not right. Well, we can't let him... He's not going to get to transpose to a normal dragon because I'm playing d5 in one move. So that's the thing about that. We're neutralizing Soltigo's white squared bishop. This is a creative idea here, coming to b5. That's going to be a really, really annoying piece for me to deal with. I guess the million-dollar question is, how do I deal with it? I mean, let's say knight c6, knight b5. We make a second move of the queen, and I move my queen back to like b6, and then I'm threatening stuff. I think we got to develop, you know. All right. Sorry for the moment of silence, but I have to think a little bit. Whoa, Clash Kid played what? D6. What happens on d4 here? He has to give up his center. How does that work? I guess d4 takes, bishop e4 check. It's just unclear. I keep forgetting this is a Roy Lopez and not a Joko piano. Well, you can't go wrong with castling, I think. So I have rook d1 or snap the pawn here. I don't know, you know, what else I can do, really. Queen takes looks interesting. How can that be wrong? Okay, the game with Merle Dixon is really taking a long time here. The Collie opening. Yes, I like knight f6, you know, e6 and c5. Not so much d5, but d5 is okay too. Unfortunately, I have to go symmetrical here, and that is very equal against Lord Jesus Christ. I take back his playing like this Serbian guy, Sredojevic, played against me. I'm not that big a fan of d5 here. I mean, maybe it's not that bad. What did I decide about this position? Bishop e3. Can we try that? Can we get a bishop e3 since you haven't played e5 yet? Now, apparently the bad fish is trying to play like knight e4. But I'm not so scared. Nefedov plays the same setup every time, but according to the opening explorer, like queen c8, very rare move. I'm going crazy here against Jeroen. Digging deep in my old school opening preparation for Pavel Blatny 15 years ago. Okay, knight b6. How's our lag? Really bad. It looks like it's really bad here. I've got... Don't get Comcast. I don't know what else to tell you. It sort of comes and goes, though. It's like, it's really bad one moment, and then the next moment it's back to okay again. Okay, now I'm taking this, obviously. This bishop is a monster on a4. And what happened? Bishop back to f5 here. Well, I have a pawn to the good, so... I wanna get ahead in development, at the very least. Get a lead in development. Is my queen gonna get trapped on h5? Something to think about, isn't it? But like knight f3, my queen's pretty nasty there. Like knight h5, queen h4 gets kind of awkward. Let's go with knight e2. Okay, so PQ LLED, I'm just hitting him with d5. I mean, this is a standard position. Should be equal for black. Considered inaccurate for white. So, let's try something different. I think I played queen c2 against Nefedov. The other day, he didn't, and the computer didn't like it. My engine didn't like the move queen c2, though it looks very natural to me. Troll and a roll, same position as Nefedov. I'm into this boring stuff lately. This is actually similar to my game all those years ago with with Balok Chaba, but I remember I played like queen d7 or something. That's not possible here. Unfortunately, I have to play bishop d7. We still have compensation. Pretty good compensation for pawn. Pawns. Well, a5. Pretty much forcing this move. Okay, mainline classical Pierts there. We're on both sides of the classical Pierts today. This is all theory. White probably has like some kind of tiny advantage there. This is new for me. Very rare line. Looks like a solid line for black, though. Now, I don't know what to do. H3, maybe at some point. Let's wait and see what black's going to do. Karpovian setup here. Bishop G4 from Clash Kid. Now, that move, that is very aggressive. Half tempted to sack a pawn. I have D4. Like, D4, pawn takes pawn, pawn takes... What is he doing on D4? That might just be very strong for me. I just go for it here with D4. Wow. And what's he going to do? Take an F3 take with a pawn. I mean, this could, like, win a piece. Does this win a piece for white? Okay, D6. I need to stop that bishop from doing evil things. But there is a problem. Alright, let's just go for this. I am out of there in that game. We're out of there. Yes, bishop G5, sub him. I recall playing this position before. I'm supposed to play like bishop E6, I think. There's no time for other moves, really. Okay, so now his queen is in a very strange position. But at the same time, like, a capture on A6 doesn't really hurt me. The real question is, what should I do, you know? What am I supposed to be doing here? Maybe I take on D4 and then play queen B6. I don't mind him taking on A6. The kingside fianchetto always a safe concept. Jeroen is declining my gambit pawn. Very well, sir. I have... Bombas has been a tough player. I've beaten him only once. C6 looks kind of like strange. There's a tactic here. Knight takes D5. Knight takes D5. Bishop takes D7. Knight takes D7. Knight takes D5. Queen takes D5. Bishop takes G5. Queen takes B7. Which basically wins material for white. Knight takes D5. Queen takes D5. C6. Then he just like moves away. Exchanges on E7. I take back. I mean, maybe it's better for me to just ignore this nonsense. I mean, what is the point in calculating all these combinations that don't work? That's what I'm thinking. We go with like A6 here. Try to set up an extended fianchetto. Guys, feel free to take a little bit of time on your moves. This is not taking. Queen C8, that's apparently intending rook D8. I can't imagine another reason for that move. I need to get my pieces developed here. And bishop G5 is fine. Maybe a lazy move, though. Subham is playing all book. You know, he must have swallowed an opening encyclopedia or something. This is apparently like all theory right down the line. From what I can recall, anyway. Am I going to lose a pawn if I do this? Why would I lose a pawn? Don't ask me. We're just trying to develop efficiently. Wherever possible. Here I was actually thinking about queen b6. Strange as it might seem, I want to get his knight off of that square, you know? And his knight, his queen. We had a momentary Freudian slip. Is there any other way to do this? I mean, do we want to consider like taking on a3? He's not really threatening anything, actually. He's threatening to develop his pieces, which is kind of irritating. I'm definitely not threatening a thing. This is a lot of time to use on this move. I just don't have too much time. I think queen b6. Okay, we're going to get developed. I really put a lot of emphasis on fundamentals, guys, so if you adhere to fundamentals, you should always be good. This move. We have all sorts of fun and games now. But knight d5 looks pretty much devastating. Does this win a piece? It wasn't my original plan. But that's pretty classic. It looks like a kind of King's Gambit. Yeah, rook d8 was what I figured. That's what we figured you'd do. I could also simply play e3. But once again, I prefer development over pawn moves. I think this is all in the opening encyclopedia. I must have seen it before. But I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. I mean, black doesn't have an obvious move here. Like taking on c3, but it looks better for white. Okay, now, do you want to trade queens? Not really. Okay. Developing move rook b8. That's logical. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I'll get my rook off the long diagonal, play bishop d2. Try to just play it safe. Okay, Jeroen. Knight f3, logical move. This is obviously theory against Arsenal fan here. Looks like a main line type of position. Threat is stronger than the execution. Have you heard that somewhere else? Alright, a6, that's got to be played. I got to get this queen out of here. I mean, it's just killing me. We should be about equal in that ending. Now this is a little tricky. Need to develop the rest of my pieces. Control and a roll, taking his time. Taking his time, that's gone. Don't mind trading that bishop in the Catalan usually. I guess this is all theory as well. theory. I mean, it's really not a commonly played line for white, considered to be like a sort of minor mistake, I guess. Right, we're taking with the pawn. So e4, we could play like rook d1, but I mean, what does that even do? Rook takes c3. Some of them seems to move really fast. He's used no time for the whole game. Just 30-second increments. I mean, that's kind of weird. He just... No problem, man. Alright. Doesn't need to use any time. Queen d3. This looks standard. Actually, there's a number of players that are doing that. They just use their increment. Don't use any other time out of their time bank. Makes it very hard for me to operate here. Now, where to go? Alright, knight h6 looks like a flexible move. That's a lot of pressure on my d4 pawn, but it is adequately protected. Also, rook c1 looks like a good move. Getting my last piece in the game. Okay, Acerbate has some problems on the dark squares there. I don't think that knight takes d4 is the right move. You're supposed to play like pawn takes d4. And then bishop b4 check. I just play c3. So funny animator Jim is going to lose a piece, it looks like. He fell into a kind of trap. Here I don't really love my position. It's rather passive. Okay, knight takes e4. What's going on in the stream, guys? No time to chat with you guys. Too many games. It's a lot of work here. Do have some good news. There's a possibility I'll be getting a new CPU. Clash Kid did something wrong in the opening, but I think it's still okay. You just let me know. Information. Alright. What's up? Do we have any donations to the stream? Clash Kid earlier this week with 2,000 guys. Let's support the stream with some bits donations. Come on. Let's get some PayPal donations. We need the support, guys. Knight g6. So he thinks it's still okay. Oh, how is it still okay? How the heck is this still okay? I am totally missing something. How can this be okay? You're like losing a piece here. Maybe that's an old tell, or maybe he knows something that I don't know. That's my bigger fear. Alright. Rook c8. I don't like that move. Don't like that move. Parmenides. I mean, I almost feel like I better play c5 here. Man, this looks kind of scary. What am I going to do? All right. My queen's going to need to go somewhere, and I just don't know where it's going to go. a5. All of Serbia's pawns are on the wrong color. But there's not a whole lot I can do. My knight's condemned to a kind of passive square now. Bishop takes a3. Let's do it. That's a way to develop, right? Now do we take with the queen or with the rook? Yes, we take with the queen. Patser Nacional. He's up 2 pawns. Well, I have a new idea. Totally new. All right. That's probably still theory, actually. Crazy move from Bombus now. H4, but not totally crazy. It does protect his bishop. It feels like I should play C6 here. I don't know. He takes and then plays bishop c4. It looks like a Sicilian or something. This guy is ridiculously strong. I think I've beaten him one game in 9 or something. So after c6, I'm just worse in that line too. Alright. Knight d7, kind of a passive move from take back. I don't remember this, what I'm supposed to do now. I mean, this is kind of like, well, that's the end of the line, and it's supposed to be okay for black. I don't know where we go from there, per se. This doesn't feel right to me. Just protecting everything. What do we got here? Slightly stronger center. He's threatening knight b4. Strange noise outside. I don't know what that... Some sort of animal, I think. Like a squirrel. It's like a squirrel. It's not really a squirrel. Okay, strange move from Subham now. He wants to play bishop f4, so... Strange, but not that strange. Subham's playing a little too fast. I mean, it was like very fast. Guys, don't play bullet chess. I mean, if you want to play bullet chess, there's plenty of places to do that. Majority of you guys are just playing ridiculously fast. Got tons of time. And I have to do most of the thinking. Queen h4, it looks a little off center here. Anyway, welcome to my stream, guys. International Master William Paschall. We are streaming 25-player simultaneous exhibition here. Okay, Arsenal fan, what's up next? Bishop e6 looks standard, but I'm concerned about queen b3. After take queen b3, queen d7. Okay, let's do it. Not a lot of time. 97. Well, I've got e4, e5. That's pretty weird, but maybe not that good for me. I have knight b5 that doesn't do anything. White is slightly better, but still not easy. Okay, trying not to get into time pressure, guys. Thanks for watching, subscribing here. Yes, this looks a little bit dangerous. The rook on c8. I'm concerned about my queen in particular. Man, this has been absolutely good play by black. Okay, we'll take our chances with this. I don't know which way he's recapturing there. Now bishop f4. Knight d5 loses a pawn here. I don't really want to exchange on e5, but I don't know what to do. Pretty lame move by me, rook b1 there. And now, fit up with queen b6. Nothing really happening here. Solid position for both sides in this one. If you guys have to go or something like that, and if you have to go, you feel like you don't have time to finish the simul, let me know and offer a draw. And unless you're totally lost, I'll accept it. Some of them here offered a draw. I was a little concerned I was worse. It's probably equal now, but I'll take a draw there. It's a lot of games for me to handle, and I'm getting a little bit lower on time, so I don't mind a draw or two against a player with a decent position. Here I'm winning a pawn. Just the question of like the best way to win it. That bishop could be dangerous. You guys are playing too fast for the most part. Okay, troll and roll is still in the opening here. This is our new move, a4. It's a Romanician special. Now queen b6, kind of artificial. I guess I can play b3 rather than tie down my pieces with like rook b1. His queen is kind of artificially placed on b6. Lord Jesus Christ, very solid player. I hope this move is okay. And now what? Knight g3, heading for the dreaded f5 square. Well, now that's subtle. What are we gonna do with you? G6 just looks really fun. We'll have to take our chances with G6, I think. Okay, so C6, E4, E5. I have no idea if this is good, but we've got to do something. Grabbing a pawn here. It's not easy to win material with you guys. You're all so solid. And all right, what's up now? Knight F3. How much material am I down now? Just one pawn? Only one pawn. Acerbate is artificially placing his queen on f6. I think I should maybe go out of my way to avoid that exchange. Bishop takes c5 now. I think it's safe to assume we're going to be recapturing with a pawn on c4 here. Just accept that reality and move on. The bigger question is like the placement of my queen. Queen is extremely short of squares right about now. I mean, I'm afraid I'm just going to get wrecked by him. He hasn't beat me much, but this game looks very active for black, and my queen has nowhere to go. Where am I supposed to put my queen? Okay, e4 maybe. This could actually be the best move. For lack of a better move. Like, there is no other move. It seems crazy to play e4, but that's my only move. Otherwise, bishop f5 just messes with me entirely. Okay, you ruin bishop c5 check with check. Check is generally with check. We get it out there with check. And maybe d4 is a good move for him, but it also blocks his bishop. So it's kind of double-edged. Now what? I don't particularly want my pawns doubled. Knight d4, knight takes d4, bishop takes d4. So be it. Well, now I just go back to c6 and we chill. We just chill. We keep pressure on d4. We're up a pawn. And that's cool. So here the thing is, I'm going to have to play e5 and kind of mess with his position. But it's going to be a lot of weaknesses for myself as well. Weaken my structure to some extent there. I don't see giving up the exchange here being sound. Very interesting move from Arsenal fan. He played queen b3 unprovoked. I don't think that changes the situation, really. I can play queen d7 like the way I would play probably anyway. More or less. Little tactical tricks. h5. I mean, man, Bombast is crazy with the attacking stuff. How can I attack this guy? I mean, I got to attack his center. I've got to do something to distract him from killing me. Okay, bishop e2. Knight takes. Fonza Curry actually used a minute or two, which is uncharacteristic. He does sometimes think. So knight d5. We got to get out of my e-pawn there. Castles. Bishop d6 or bishop e7. Just, I'm down a pawn here. I don't know how much compensation I realistically have. Maybe we can do something nuts. You know, we just go completely berserk. I was looking at g5. I mean, this doesn't seem safe. My clock is starting to run quite a bit, and I'm concerned about a4, a5, obviously. What if I play knight a4? It's not that crazy. Stop him, physically stop him from going there. And my rook would be active on a4. Okay, it's something. We got to do something. Okay, c6 threatening queen b3, obviously. I was banking on bishop c6, and it should be okay for black. I don't know about better. Anything's good here. f6. So black's kingside is pretty weird in this position. I also have knight e4. Bishop e4 even. But his kingside is very suspicious. Problem is knight f5. Then I have that move. Okay, I don't know what's going on. It's a weird game. Okay, Nefedov playing really solidly as normal. Hard to do anything now. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching and subscribing. International Master William Paschall. We're playing 25 boards here. We got 3 wins, 1 draw so far. And I don't have a plan just yet with this game. probing for weaknesses. Probably just forcing him to make a semi-useful move. Sergey just spent way too much time there. Maybe it was away from the computer. What is up, everyone? Acerbate. What is up, guys? Okay, PQ. No tactics for me here. 97 is kind of a normal idea. I think I ought to do that, really. Super solid. The beat just keeps going on for Bombast. I mean, he just like a madman. I mean, this guy, how strong is this guy? He beat me twice. He's only lost once ever. Funny, he's not that high rated in Blitz, but he's crushing me, man. I don't know which way to take. If I take the other way... Phew, both ways are bad. No, the other way just loses material. Like, I have to take this way. Rook c8. The white queen is like annoying here. Even with his knight, which is like misplaced on d2, it seems like white has a good game. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. This is actually quite awkward. I thought I was better, but I may just be worse. And I don't even know what I did wrong. I guess maybe bishop b7 was the wrong plan. I don't seem to have any plan. The boring symmetric position for white. Knight e4. Man, this is awkward. Just doesn't look right. Bring my knight away. What am I thinking? Restructuring. Remaneuvering, maneuvering, or remaneuvering. Anyway, we just provoked black to play e6. The point of which is not 100% clear. I'm just messing around. I don't know what to do here. Although black is a little bit passive. Okay, so you ruin. We've got to be careful about my bishop getting stuffed completely, and bishop c5 may have been a mistake in the grand scheme of things. Really not sure. We're gonna live with it and play chess. Now, okay, Milos. We would say Milosh. Milosh. Like the director. Is it Milos or Milos? Milos. Just a good position for white there. That's nothing to worry about. Mainline theory here, I guess. It could be a Panov. I got to play a little bit faster. Here, Marius Cyprian with 98. He's going to meet f4 with f5. This is pretty standard. I guess we go, you go, we go, you go. Bishop e3, do I even want to play that move? Probably not, unless... I mean, rook b1 might be a useful move as well. I could take on f5 when he plays f5. That's another question. What am I planning on doing? You know, am I taking on f5, or when he plays f5, am I letting him take on e4? What is my plan there? All right, let's get the rook off the long diagonal. And now we have to take this. We got an extra square for our queen in that game. All right, this is just a nice spatial advantage for white. No apparent crushing moves. I mean, the ending should be very good for white. Any kind of endings here. E5. Is this like where Tal played knight h5? I mean, some sort of position. akin to this. Knight h5, g3. My knight is hanging out there. There was some game in this line, the original game, Tal Hearthstone from 1975, where Tal did like knight h5 to induce weaknesses in the white position. But I don't know that that's right. What should I do here? Maybe we can like just play bishop b8. He's going to develop pieces. Knight g4? Was it knight g4 that Tal played? Not knight h5? It would be good to remember. Tal would never play knight h5, right? It had to be knight g4. So f5, and now he's threatening to take. I'll have to take back with a piece on e4. Not the end of the world. Or I can take, and he has to take back with a piece. Pretty standard position there, I think. Okay, this is quite a move there. Knight f5. That's quite a move. I guess I might as well just resign this. Well, bishop e3, okay. Can always take with a rook on a7. What is my plan, though? Something like rook e8. What if I take on e4? I can just c4, but let's just exchange here. I mean, I don't know. Yes, yes. Now I have to play rook a3. Oh my gosh. This is worse than I thought. That's very awkward. Okay. Wow, e5. Merle Dixon just trying to put me away. But I don't think it's that big a deal. Now I should play f4. Obviously, I don't want to see any rooks on the 7th rank here. Asterbate is flirting with danger. Better ending for me. But a4, b4. e5, I was thinking. Opening my bishops. We should be slightly better there. This is also a Joko piano. It looks like I could play c5 even. Okay. Bishop f5 anyway. I think we're okay here. Thank you guys for playing. This is probably some sort of book. b5, bishop f3, rook a7. This looks like awkward for black. Very awkward. Knight c6 destroys my structure too much. So I guess I have to play knight d7 for lack of a better move. And then I was thinking queen g4. Some of the positions I had ideas and some I don't. The game with Arsenal fan looks approximately level. A kind of standard type of position. I'm just not really sure like what I should do now, plan-wise. Make a useful move. How about that? e4, c6. Very well, sir. It's very similar to the Nefedov game. Yeah, bishop b5. This is theory. This is a Panov main line against Sergey. I have to watch out for knight c4, so I have to take with the queen. Here's like a funny variation here. I guess I could take with the other knight now. I have to take with the queen. Well, I could take on c6, actually. Then he has this knight f3 check. Doesn't work, does it? Takes c6, knight f3 check, takes. Knight takes c6. I mean, that's still not bad for him, though. Okay. Looks like black is equal there. Check. Oh. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that move. Wow, Bombas is just, like, perfect. Surprising. So, that game's over. I'm going to lose to Bombast, as usual. He was really... Wow, dude. What can I say? You know? Knight f5, and I didn't notice the check or something. For some reason, I don't know, for some reason I was thinking a different move. It's very strange. So Nefedov breaks with c5 here. It makes some sense. It makes a lot of sense. He pins my king in a lot of lines. Guess I should just take. We have a queenside majority at least. I think I have to be careful of my bishop not getting trapped here. But this move does seem a bit passive for black. Oh my. So it's basically an exchange of pawns. Central pawn for other. We still have managed the time pretty well. Okay. Well, I guess I'm not mated right away. We can play on a bit. The famous last words. He has tactics for that too. Okay. Why are my other games not coming through here? Is tobacco vaping allowed in tourneys? I've never seen anyone doing that. I think it's considered smoking and it's illegal. But you can go outside during the game. It's definitely possible. I used to smoke. Rook on a to d1. Okay, we got a little bit of initiative here. I mean, I feel like... Am I wrong to play for some space? And now Nefedov. Don't bother my knight and that whole situation with queen c6, please. I don't want to get pinned. And how can I drive his queen away from c6? This is extremely irritating. Maybe we don't drive it away, we just don't let it go there in the first place. I mean, knight e5, he's on the open file. But we have certainly a lot of force as well. Ooh, that wasn't part of the program. Queen a6. That was not supposed to be part of the program, but what exactly is black threatening here is not clear. Please don't have any threats, sir. Knight g5. Goodness. All right. he has some sort of ideas. Plenty of time. Sometimes we get in time pressure. I'm pretty concentrated today, though. That move I haven't seen before. It may be possible, though, that this is pulling back. Not sure about my queen placement. Bishop f4 looks like best from Merle, who plays the opening extremely well. I also played the white side of the classical Pierce, and I would have played like the exact same type of stuff, probably. It really looks like a Scandinavian to me. Not a particularly great one. I'm like Sergei Tivyakov on a bad day. This is awkward. What am I going to do? So I just have to take here and suffer the consequences. Okay, so we have a moment to breathe against Lord Jesus Christ. No, I'm losing a pawn in that line. Whoa. Or am I? Or am I? No, we are not. Now, everything's coordinated. Strangely coordinated. Okay, so now the question is, f6 would secure the e5 square for me. That's kind of important, I think. Yeah, I mean, Merle could have taken with the pawn, but his pawn becomes kind of weak there, so he takes the super safe way. I've been really impressed by Merle. What's his actual rating now? He's up to 1869. Okay, he was really low in the beginning. It's creeping up a little bit, but it's still, I think, he's kind of frighteningly strong. Man, I got no anything here. I mean, this is like groveling for a draw, basically. b5, weakening my position. I feel like I'm playing a GM in the opening stage. I mean, bishop f3 is just going to be problems. I almost have to play c6, which weakens my structure. But it looks like the safest... Oh, he found it! Bombast found this move. Shocking. Very surprising. Okay, so I'm basically just dead, right? Just dead. Like, there's no move. This is like hopeless. Beyond hopeless. Yeah, this is beyond hopeless. Perfect game by White. I don't think I need to play Bombast. I think he needs to play like Magnus Carlsen or something. Then his opponent will have a chance. All right, d6. Bombast needs stronger opposition. An international master isn't enough, clearly. d6 here. It's a very solid position for both sides. What to do? So guys, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Really ugly loss. Just devastated me. Alright. Developing the pieces should be considered, but how? Knight h4, playing for f4. Okay, let's play king h2. Get off the hot diagonal. Okay, now we have a different situation. I should just play knight a7. I mean, there's no reason not to. Azerbaijan is in big trouble here, but he is threatening bishop b7 in a sense. This looks really good for White. Wow, I did not expect this move. Well, the whole situation is just drastically changed now. I kind of like my game. I mean, h3. So he has some tricks based on h3 and g4, h3, bishop h5. I could just take on c5 with a good game. I guess it's not that simple. All right, the time is starting to tick down, so we have to move a little bit faster. Wow, c5 from Troll in a Roll. I was sleeping at the switch a little bit here when he played 94. But I mean, what other move do I have there? c6, b3, 94. I don't know. Maybe I don't have another move. This seems like it's just better for black now. That's really, really ugly. I have a lot of weaknesses in my position. I don't really like this, Troll. You better lose on time. It looks like black's just better now. Wow. That was blind of me to do that. Really blind. Okay, Milos blundered. You guys have not thrown in enough blunders for me. Hey, nice play by Dimitri. Wow. He's solid. He's playing it exactly like it's a real Joko piano. Funny. All right, let's go with d4. Then you go knight g6. Or let's not and say we did. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Queen d2? He's playing knight g6 pretty much. Any. This move seems lame, knight d5, but whatever. We'll do something. Okay, knight takes d4 now. I guess knight e2 check is a kind of threat. I have knight e4. If I play something like queen e3, I keep him pinned. I don't know where my time sort of started disappearing because of all the games, I guess. Just got to keep moving very fast. Uh-oh. Basically playing blitz now. Okay, Acerbate, I haven't seen a move from you in like 3 years here. I thought Acerbate, I said Acerbate, but I meant Soltigo. Okay, yeah. That's an open file. That is an open file. My king's a little bit weird. My queen's a little bit weird. Why is my bishop on c1 again? Does anyone know why? Nobody knows why. Okay. After a lot of thought, wow, Pazzar Nazionale. Okay, I've stopped a4. That's huge here. I mean, I just can't be having that happen. There's no a4. I should just develop, man. I mean, let's just get out of there. Get out of there. What happened? Does anyone know what's going on here? He traded his bishop. Understandable. I see. You have ideas. All right, let's move it along. You guys start taking more time now. Knight a3. We're going c6. So our bishop has squares. That's pretty important. And now where? We could just play some blitz now, basically. c5, for some reason, I'm kind of like... I don't know why I thought that move wasn't a big deal. Knight e4. He's got a strong knight. I don't know if I have time for this king h2 move. And our king is just stuck in the center of the board. That's wonderful. h4. It's a little late for h4. Oh, I have that. Can't play. He can't play f6 there. All right, this looks like something I might have played with black before. I don't like my position. a4 looks ridiculous here. How did this even happen, man? Troll is killing me. Bishop f6. Well, okay, that doesn't change anything. Okay, Marius Cyprian, he damages his structure. Damage your structure anytime, my friend. But knight takes loses some control of certain squares. Maybe better to take with the bishop, just develop a piece. Develop. Always develop. You can't go wrong with that. 22 playing. We've got knight d5 here at one moment, which is going to be pretty nasty. But you don't want to pull the trigger too early, when you might have other moves that are strong as well. It does look awfully tempting. He's going to have to play a crazy move. We're in good shape here. Pretty good shape, but that can't be happening. Okay, Arsenal fan, tough game. Tough game with the Arsenal. What are we doing next? Like d5? Actually, maybe d5 is okay. Totally random. Play like Korchnoi. Take with the pawn. Whoa. We can't be having any of that. Now that looks kind of unpleasant now, honestly. H6, anyone? Man, that could be kind of scary. This guy's high rated. I mean, he's 2100, and I had a good opening, but I think I let it slip. Now he's not pinned any longer. He has the weird forks and stuff. Okay, I have to be careful I don't mess this up. Yeah, this is what I figured. Always take toward the center. And Jeroen is a tough defender. I can't give everyone on my stream the credit for that. You know, he's actually pretty tough. Pretty tough defensively. He gets out of a lot of kind of sketchy positions. And not that many people on the stream, you know, people tend to attack better than they defend. That's what I'm saying. Especially, I'm more of a defensive expert, but in general, the average player, when we're talking about average players, club players, people just tend to be better. It's easier to develop attacking skills than defensive skills, I think. It's more common. Okay, so Asterbay found one of the many crazy defenses here. Perhaps I could have tried something else. Okay. Bishop e5, anyone? And that's asking for trouble. That's really asking for trouble, isn't it? Man, that's asking for trouble. But everything's troublesome here, man. He's playing like a genius. Now what do I do? This is not that easy. I don't want his pawns to get out of control on the other side, like f4. That move might be a mistake. How about bishop d5? Super solid. g4. I mean, g4, I'm going to lose a piece or something. Yeah, okay. This is like a technical position now. We should be okay. At least not worse. Here I like white. Developing our pieces again. This is what I expected 8 years ago. I thought I made the move. Unfortunately, I give up my bishop there. Wow. Sergey with e5. That's crazy aggressive. It looks really over the top. I think that just loses material. Doesn't it drop a piece? Just guys, feel free to hand me over any material you can. You can be generous enough to donate. Okay, that's silly. No reason to do that. Let's develop. I'm preaching about development. And then we have to develop ourselves. I don't know what to do. That guy has a crazy amount of time. What would Magnus Carlsen do? Specialist in boring positions. Alright. Well, he's got a little bit of activity there. Are we taking with the pawn or with the knight? What do you think, sir? I mean, knight takes trades pieces. Maybe that's safer. Merle Dixon is like playing a master. It reminds me of playing a solid FM or something. Okay, strong knight on d4 here for black. I lost my advantage. I don't know. It seemed to leave the building. So we need to be a little bit careful. We have our assets, but I mean, black's pretty easy to play. Okay, Soltigo just played a4. And now what? This, I like the dark squares around the black king look really weak here. Offering a pawn. Offering up a pawn. Maybe walking into some sort of tactics. I don't know. I want to build up my position there. Keep getting these waves of lag, guys. Please support the stream, by the way. Also, you can check out chesslecture.com. If you go to chesslecture.com, a site that I've worked for and helped to create, you can actually log in over there, create an account for free, and then go to the silver membership. And if you sign up for a silver membership, you can get half off, basically $15 for 3 months, if you would. What am I doing here? If you would use the code Paschall, my family name is the code for a promo, so you get half off on a 3-month membership at chesslecture.com. So here, I think I'm winning a piece. My queen transfers across to b4. Now, maybe he saw further, some kind of trick that I didn't see. On b4. Fonza Curry is also, much like Bombast, almost unbeatable. Now Nefedov feels like we should have a tactic here. Now we're piled up with these tactics, but there's nothing on the e-file. Knight takes f7 is not enough. Unless you're some crazy computer, knight takes f7 and rook takes e6, threatening rook e7, but it just looks too slow. I don't have enough there. He's got checks. He's just got checks and stuff that's really troubling. Probing for weaknesses. We've done this routine before. I don't think knight g4 was right, but I didn't have a better idea. And I mean, Yurun is a really principled player too. He plays risky openings, but his principles are good. Now g4. We have 2 bishops on an open board. I think we should go for this. Right. Well, I mean, I must try to avoid any kind of losing my queen here, obviously. And wow. And wow. Craziness. He's sacrificing his king side, basically. Because after queen takes e7, king h8, or king h6, probably king h8, he's got rook e8 coming down, so... But I can play, like, maybe queen e2 and try to play this. Rook takes. Excellent move. We are up a piece here. We need to mop this up. Mop up operation. Okay, why did I think this was okay for me? F5. Rook takes F5. Man, those minor pieces are strangely effective. Curiously effective. The situation is getting weirder and weirder. Okay, I can play F6 maybe. I think I like this. Yep. Knight D5. Hopefully we're not worse here. Now we start to have some threats. He's got Knight G4 check he's trying to play. That might be... it might be a good idea to avoid that. On the other hand, it may not be that big a deal. Okay, Soltigo is just going berserk. Alright, so this is some sort of temporary piece sacrifice. Quite impressive. That better not work. From Sergey. Best not work. But Yurun, I mean, you gotta argue that his play has some real principle to it. It's got the E4 square. This could get crazy. I guess I'm safer castling kingside. Okay, we'll castle kingside. Merle plays some crazy good chess. Really good. He's like a rock, man. Subscriber to the stream. But man, what a correct player. I'm getting really low on time here. Whoa, we got major lag going on. No games. Rook takes F5. Queen takes F5. Okay, apple. This looks like a tough position. I mean, I don't know, you know. I'm gonna just, like, be very careful here. Maybe just accept that I have nothing and offer him a draw. I don't know if I'm better or worse here, but this looks really hard to make progress. I'll offer a draw, see if he'll take it. I don't know. Let's see, rook E3. What am I doing here? He's got me tied down. That guy has 40 minutes left. Okay. Let's just keep it moving along. H3. Now, if there's no time, I never have any time to do anything. I mean, I have to retreat. S4 is really good. Okay, Asterbait is on the verge of total devastation here. I have bishop B4. Whew, that's like killing, isn't it? Alright. That's more or less equal. I mean, take back could have been better with a good bishop, I'm not sure. I'm slightly worse here against Troll with white. I don't know what I did to this opening. I somehow ended up as black. Fonzo Curry. This better not work, man. I'm telling you. Bishop F4. Bishop F4 should leave me up a piece. I don't know if he had a better way to do that. This guy is really annoying. Alright. I'm up a pawn and it feels like I'm not up a pawn. This is a crazy game. Wow. G4, no fear. Where do I want to go? to g6? Or to d7? I mean, maybe d7, maybe g6. Difficult to say. You guys are playing blitz on me. Stop playing good moves. Jeroen? Well, what to do? My a7 pawn is sort of poisoned. I don't have much time. Routine move. Okay, Soltigo getting low on time. He's... What can we say? I mean, Black's going to play f5 here. Should really stop him somehow, but how? Okay, now we've got to have a mate. Well, we're just winning. We're not winning. That's the problem. I mean, there's no clear win right away. I have queen f3. That's still not a clear win. This is really weird. What should I do? Just castle, right? I mean, man. Is he surviving that? Like, I had nothing better than that. The guy has a ridiculous amount of time. Okay. This is pretty standard. Probably equal. Dmitry seems very solid. We know Nides. Okay, here. My plan was to play queen takes, but let's see. After c4, take. He gets an open file. I mean, okay, it's not clear what's going on there. But I could take with a knight as well. I mean, knight takes, and then stick a knight on f4. That actually looks better. Is it better, though? Nobody knows. The shadow knows. Man, this guy's starting to play like an absolute genius. Queen b6, what am I supposed to do here? Drop a material? Drop a material. That's my new name. Drop a material. Drop of the hut. No, a little Han Solo promo. c3. I like that move. Alright, let's go. Okay, bishop e3. Yeah. We gotta take you out, man. We can't be having any of this. Alright. These two bishops are starting to look pretty tasty. Starting to look pretty tasty. How about the F rook? What's that doing anyway? Okay, Jeroen. Fighting for that. Same old. The same old, man. Jeroen is tough. This guy is tough, man. He is scary. Okay. e6. What else? That's ugly. Begging for a draw. Okay, now for our next plan, let's get it out there. Queen out there. What happened and where did it come from? Weirdmoves.com. Okay. That's the new website. Knight takes d5. Rook takes. There goes the structure. Well, how bad is knight takes anyway? May not be that bad. I guess I could have taken with the bishop. My rook is ridiculous. So I wanted to improve my knight. But if I improve the knight, we have other problems. Man, this is ridiculous. He's like a genius, and he's used no time. He's more time than he started with. How is that even possible? How is that even possible, my friend? Alright, we gotta go for it. More time than you started with? Okay, G5 looks like a crazy move. He just dropped pieces. Okay. No, Acerbate is done. Now that's about equal against Merle Dixon. Fonza Curry played a very sharp move with A5. It makes sense structurally. Nothing to do here, really. I'm not better. I do have knight h4, maybe knight f5. At the same time, it might be best to develop one more piece before we start some sort of business like that. He declined my draw for here. I think it's definitely not better for black, but, you know, in some practical way, maybe black feels he can win on time or something. Okay. I need to think about, you know, trying to do some damage, probably. Knight d5. That's got to go. Got a strong knight there. We're up a piece in this one. But don't make a stupid move. Don't try to blitz me, guys. Man, I've got serious lag going on. Lord Jesus Christ. Playing more like Karpov than the Lord. Really in a world of hurt here. I think we can kind of hold the position together, though. Okay, Morales traded queens, which is like a kind of lucky thing for me. And this game, man. Queen g4. Queen g4. But it's not so easy. Okay, Acerbate just lost a very important figure of speech. Okay, knight g3. Now we get a knight on f4, and we're golden. Better anyway. We should be better. Don't underestimate the Morales. I should be able to hold this. I love this holding patterns. Got the blockade here. Some threats, maybe. AE8. Man, Troll really bringing it today. He's just totally bringing it. He always brings it, though. He almost plays, like, perfectly. It's just that usually he loses on time. Knight d2. This guy's defense is unreal, and he has more time than he started with. Didn't play the opening like a genius. But the rest of the game, he's like, God, I don't know how to win this. Okay, I might have to just offer him a draw. I mean, I'm just like gonna lose if I continue. We're winning against Soltigo. Well, I had some sort of plan here. E5 in some moment, but how to do that? No, that doesn't look right. I've got to come up with something here. Something dynamic. There's nothing dynamic. Okay, we're just up a piece. No, it's not that easy. Wow, I have to go here. Bishop takes f5. He has that. Just capture. Okay, the time is ridiculous. Yes, d4. Oh yeah, we tried this crazy move. Okay, this is like a draw. I'm gonna offer a draw here. This looks equal. I didn't get anything there. I ought to be able to do something here. '94 maybe. Alright, he offered to draw back. That's truly equal. Acerbate is lost. I don't have enough against Nefidile either. I'm worse here. Troll is really trolling today. Well, Euron just dropped his queen. He didn't see the point. Okay, that was the point. Here, maybe I can trade rooks. Or blunder. Something like blunder. Knight c4. Doesn't work. Okay, what's next? Blockade. Alright, Nefidov. I'm going to just double check there's nothing here. Takes, rook there. Alright, that's a draw. I'm short of time. I didn't think I was going to get down on this time pressure, but I'm really getting low. And I've got bad lag. It's not helping. It's not helping at all. So that's a problem. Soltigo is absolutely busted here. We have to be ever so careful with him. I just keep offering draws to people. I mean, what am I going to do? There's nothing to do. This position is like dead. Okay, we can play it. I mean, I can play it, but I don't want to like beat you guys. Try to beat you guys in equal positions for the fun of it. All right. Acerbate going for it with h5. Let's just block it. If it's truly equal, it's truly equal. I don't mind, you know, a draw. I had a hallucination. I was like in trouble here, but I think I get my knight back, so I should be fine. Slightly better. I mean, we're pretty much better against Parmenides. So now suddenly black moves his knight again. Sorry guys, I'm a little busy, you know, so I can't really answer any questions and stuff in the stream at the moment. Ooh, this is a tough game. 94. What's up with that? Gotta go. You gotta go with it. So knight g5, but our knight comes back. We also have king up. Man, we should have something here. But my knight is bad. It's really bad, actually. Needs to get back in the game. Well, okay, Arsenal fan did what? D takes e5, hitting my queen, incidentally. Okay. Whoa, whoa, get that out of there. Okay. Queen takes here. I hope he doesn't have any threats, but I'm afraid he does. Well, I don't think I have a choice. Man. I have to take this. Interesting rook ending there. But Sergei just freaked out and blundered his queen. We still have like lasting compensation in this game, but whether it's really enough, I'm not really sure. Some kind of compensation, I guess. Maybe it was never really enough. You know, I like to play this, but it's a little too much to play it in a simul. I need my full energy to make this kind of opening work. All right, we need to think. C6 is not a bad move, probably. Looks like I'm playing on his side of the board there. Wow, queen a4. What is that about? Well, Acerbate coming down with the rook there. All right, trading pieces. Queen and knight combo. Looks very professional. Where's your knight going, sir? Alfonso Curry is like playing God. So knight g5 right away. I missed this entirely. I thought he was going to play queen takes f7. That looks like it just wins by force. Yeah, I tried to tactic something here and it just backfired. Knight takes g2 is just a losing move. All right, I just resign. Good game. Here, what's this about? Don't try to make combinations when you don't have enough time. That's the takeaway from that. Man, troll play is like a genius. What am I supposed to do? Man, he's good. He's actually got less time than me. Okay. Bishop takes d4. Now I'm just thinking queen takes g5, right? Maybe I can try to win a pawn. Okay, Soltigo. What is up, man? A5. I'm out of here. Okay, this is your brain on drugs. B5. What happened? Rook B1. Wow. I don't know. Maybe I should play like C5. It's a passed pawn. Wait, is he hanging something there? Alright, this is just giving away material. We certainly shouldn't be worse there. Nor here. Wow, he's got good technique. Man. Look at that. His technique is awesome. He's got more time than he started with. Crazy. Alright. Oh, that move is kind of nasty. Whew, that's scary. Oh man, what am I going to do? I got to play c4. Probably losing there. But pots are not seeing. Oh wow, can he do that? He just dropped the piece. We should have attacking chances here. I mean, even the endgame is okay if I trade queens. This position is not bad for me. Okay, Acerbate just dropped a piece. Here we have a wonderful pawn structure. But it should be defensible. More or less. Okay. What's up next? Who's on first? Got a crazy amount of material advantage here. Man, Troll is God. He is so scary. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we're just better there, but it's hard to make progress. We've got our knight, active knight, block the c file, hit e5, promote a5. Nice move, g6. Some risk involved, but probably good. White is not going anywhere here. Okay, nice game by Arsenal fan. Crushed me with a opportunistic tactic. He said he's not playing much chess, but it looks like he's pretty strong. Okay, good game. We lost 2, we won 6, 4 draws. Now what are we doing here? Well, I don't want to weaken my king side too much. You have some little threats. I thought I had a move there. Okay. Anyway, guys, we're kind of in time pressure. So I'm taking a lot of draws in the games where I'm kind of not very confident. This looks like a possibility to go for it with that passed pawn. I can always kick his knight out, but I don't want to do it under the wrong circumstances. Man, this is pretty ugly. The attack of the squirrel again. That bishop is too much. Mario Cyprian blundered. We've all been there. It's nice to get a couple blunders from you guys. Now, Soltigo continuing to be abrasive. Those are some nasty passed pawns I've got there. Sergey is just not giving up. What am I going to do with you? Okay, outside passed pawn. Take the queen. And what happened? Wait. Like, queen takes g5, he played what? S4 just came up with an insane tactic. What does this do? Are you serious? What is going on? Knight takes e4, queen takes e4. Wait a minute here. C takes d, queen d5 check. Alright, I mean, this has to be good for me. Alright, whatever. Yeah, troll with a crushing move. Queen b6. Okay, pass pawns must be pushed. That's what they say. Okay, Sergey has no pieces left. So that's over. This guy's, you know him. Bishop e3, some insane tactical shot. I'm about to drop my queen. That is not really normal, dude. That is crazy. Insane. Insane defense. Where did you find that? How did you find that? Oh, man. Alright. Okay. Troll is just gonna just keep playing and then lose on time. Man, I'm gonna drop something here. Okay, there's no reason for that. No reason for that. So here, are we still worse? Or maybe we're, I hate to say it, we're not better, are we? Can't possibly be better there. Man, Soltigo is just crazy with the insane tactics. Now pawn takes, I have rook f8, and I'm praying I'm still better here. Looks like it's just a dead end. Man, it's like a genius. Okay, a3. Difficult to make progress in this position without like weakening my king side. We'll play an ending if I can. I didn't play a3. I don't understand. The move didn't take. Why does that guy have more time than he started with? That's not normal. Okay. Black's just defending here really well. This is over. Why do I have so much time on some boards and so much less on others? 3 minutes on this one. Troll played like God. I wonder what this guy's rating is. I'm just like in Zugzwang as usual every time I play him. He's unbeatable. They might as well just resign now. I have no idea what to do. This doesn't seem good for me. Okay, this player should just resign here because it's killing my time. You don't need to play on if you're like down a piece or something. You're gonna make me lose on time in my other games. Don't really need that. This looks kind of dangerous for black even. Yeah, I'm just going to resign this. I'm never going to survive this. Soltigo just sacrificed a piece for basically very little. Man, counterplay with bishop b5 now. That's kind of awkward. I'm going to for a draw here to Lurgius Christ. I know that I'm not better there now. Worse here. This is a really awkward position. I may... Whoa. This looks really crazy. Like, he can't have enough compensation here. What happened to e4? My position is extremely dubious. See, he's threatening 95 now. So I'm going to just die. Wow. Okay, this is just winning. Didn't trade queens. Avoiding the trade of queens. Wow. Okay. What is going on? Yeah. That should end that. Black's time use just ridiculous in that game. Why not playing a bullet simul? Okay. Endgame land, I guess. He found a defense? No. That is not a real defense. It's just a pseudo defense. Dmitry with really good defense as well. It's hard to keep up with them. Man. Crazy good play. I'm in deep trouble here. B6. What just happened? Am I getting mated? I think I just mated myself. Didn't have enough time to think. I was already in a difficult situation, but... Alright, what? Man, troll in a roll, just crazy good. Just taking me apart. I think I just mated myself, didn't I? Yeah, it looks like it. Just mate. Wow, nice game, Rallis. Lost a multitude of games today. Just a multitude of losses. Okay. We're up clear piece here. This is mate. Obviously. Pretty ugly. What happened G5? Okay. I mean, he's crazy good. Do you guys ever get in time pressure? This is just a trap. Troll is like calculating traps now. With 1 minute left. Looks that way. I'm just toast. Absolutely toast here. Positionally crushed. Acerbate won't give up. He's in trouble there. That's lost. All right. 45 minutes, didn't use any time. I don't understand the point of playing in the simul. What are you doing over there? Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Queen takes c6. We're just crushed here. This is terrible. Up a piece here. We should be winning. People are coming into my office while I'm about to lose on time. It's great. Here, g5. Let's see. This is just a clear piece up. Well, we can play g5. I don't mind. Got the queens off the board there, but my pawn is in trouble. Well, what to do? A little more space. Lots of games that are just really time-based. Let's queen another pawn, shall we? Man, I don't know, man. Acerbate. This is ridiculous. Okay. We are going to take that down. Got enough pawns to win there. Check. It's not mate yet. It will be soon. Don't worry. Knight d4. We'll never flag troll with this increment, so he's going to beat us. Great game by Black. Very solid. Okay, I'm going to offer a draw here. I don't know if he wants a draw, if he thinks he's still better. He's pretty loose, though. Let's just keep that pawn. I could use that pawn. I don't want to give it to you just yet. He declined the draw. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. We've got a little bit of a passed pawn going on here. Guys, 47 minutes left. Okay, he accepted the draw now. I mean, I am checking and winning a pawn there. Maybe I should be winning, right? Yeah. Draw is not offered anymore. I take back my draw offer. Let's see here. Bishop g4, or to just take on h5. That knight could be kind of damaging, I think, to say the least. Soltigo here. Well, he is down a piece, but he's sort of surviving. I mean, crazy with the survival. Troll in a roll. Man, this guy is crazy strong. Okay, we've got the winning pawn on the queen side there. Get the file going on here. Man, this is a pawn down, and I'm getting positionally crushed. I forgot I was losing a pawn there. Been much better this game. All the game. Well, not all the game. Actually, the opening wasn't so clear. Alright. That pawn's going through. Queen g4. Now acerbate trading queens. That's going to be hard, though. Another game for me to grind down. Bishop e4. Nice, I got to be careful about this. My king needs to get toward the center. Draw for here. I don't know. Maybe I'm a tiny bit better. Our knight's a little better. But objectively, I don't think it's a win. All right. Good game, Demetrios. That looks like it's probably a draw. I was thinking bishop h3. I might be a tiny bit better, but I've got a lot of games, and it's not easy. Rook d6. I was hoping for something on the long diagonal there. Now he gets some threats. Or second pawn, but he's got threats. Nasty threats. So I got to keep him busy. I mean, it may be like compensation. There may be like real compensation there. Alright, Soltigo. You're driving me freaking nuts, man. Never give up. He just put his pawn in the wrong color. I mean, the pawn on a4. You know, that could be kind of a liability. I've got a better king. Outside pawn, possibly, with the bishop. Looks pretty crushing, actually. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget about this chess lecture special. People who watch my stream can get 50% off on chess lecture 3-month trial membership. All right, man, you're killing me, dude. Soltigo with the dynamism. Wow, dude. I don't know what to do. It's just too confusing. I'm like up a rook, but I have no idea what to do. Pass pawns must be pushed. Sergey, not making it easy. We've got a lot of draws. 7 draws, 8 wins, 3 losses. So really not an easy simul. Now this queen is extremely strongly placed on d5, but I will drop the h4 pawn. I just blundered, you're telling me. Oh my god. Wow. Wow. I'm just losing a pawn with check. It's like a devastating blow. Just an absolutely devastating blow. I mean, I was better, clearly almost winning. What am I going to do? I got to give him this pawn? Seriously? Oh man, that's totally crazy. Now Soltigo has to be toast here at this point. Toastito. If I take and then play king d3, he plays b5. So I can't take. That's awkward. I have to play king back to f2. He's on my pawn as well. I can't defend the pawn. Is this some sort of joke? Control and a roll is just... Man. He never plays in the simuls. This game is killing me. What am I going to do? To play a5? I think I'm just done there. Okay, queen takes g5 check. I don't know. I'm in a lot of trouble. We are in a lot of trouble against Parmenides. This guy just does not give up. Let's just go there. I'll get those other pawns while I'm at it. Man, does my pawn count for anything? Does my pawn count for anything at all? That's what I want to know. King g6. So I'm not getting mated, at least not right away. Kind of hard to imagine not getting mated at all, though. Don't have too many moves here. F3 looks kind of only move, or G3. I guess G3. Let's look for some miracles. Troll is just crazy strong today. This looks ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Maybe we can make a win on time. Alright, we're going after this one. That's money in the bank over there. Sergey not down with resigning. Here. Soltigo with queen takes h6. Okay, I don't think he's threatening anything here. Computer-like tactical precision. Rook takes d4. Triple exclam. I'm down several pawns against Troll. But they're nice and weak. I like his pawns nice and weak. That's the important thing. We can probably get one of them back and then try to grovel for a draw here. I'm being kind of optimistic now. Lots of draws due to time limitations. Rook c5. Okay, let's keep him busy. Man, he's got an answer to that too. Gotta be kidding me. Okay. Keep it simple. Yeah, that's not going to do it. You're not going to save this game, dude. All right. We're in. Now, I blundered against Parmenides. I mean, if he wants a draw, I think I have to give it to him. I mean, he can take it. You can call it what you want. So crazy amount of draws. I lost 3. Please support the stream. Donate via PayPal. Thanks for the game, Sergey. We've got how many left? About 6. 6 ongoing. Soltigo played the stunning tactic. Rook takes d4. We're down 2 pawns against Troll. The game against Parmenides might be a rep draw. Hanging on against Morales with a miracle. Interesting endgame there in the other game. I can't avoid a perpetual there. You know, here I'm lucky to be alive at all, if I am alive against Morales, but I can defend f2 with my rook, and then I think he can't mate me. So interesting endgame here. Should I just resign now or later? I think I'm probably lost here. Is that going too far? Maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration to think I'm lost. Soltigo and some time pressure too. Now I have bishop c6, don't I? Nope. That's not working. My pawns are just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than his pawns. Well, g5. King e3 is also good. No more knight f5. Who's on first? Mr. Troll. Did I blunder again? You can play queen. c1 queen. Alright. What's this? no time. H4 is the only move. I just take. It's a pretty insane game here. We drove his bishop back though. Maybe I can check here and take. Rook c4. The plan was to take this. I have no idea what's going on now. He sees like every move instantaneously. Wow. Wait, I can play this? Maybe I should check first. Okay. Got 4 ongoing. This one is super difficult. Game against Morales. Actually, they're all very complicated. Nice endings. I haven't been in the stream forever, guys. What's going up? Raymond Carver, where are you today? All right. King e3. I think I just have to draw this. I mean, this situation is terrible. Material is not everything. Oh, he's got mate. Oh my god, he saw that too? What? Who would see that idea? With like no time. Man. I didn't even consider it. Well, that's ridiculous. What is going on around here? I think I would have something, but I have no bishop. Now I have something. Wow, f6, that looks like it's crazy. Wow, he's taking, letting me create 2 connected pass pawns. Oh my god. Does that possibly... Can that possibly be right? Wow. But it's a crazy position. I mean, anything's possible here. Anything is possible. 2 connected pass pawns, though, I certainly shouldn't lose. Maybe it's some kind of weird draw, I don't know. I mean, his knight is really strong, admittedly. But anyway, guys, our last few games, 12 wins, 8 draws, 3 losses. Soltigo, the good game man, as usual, crazy. A little crazy. we've got this crazy game against S4. He's going to lose his G6 pawn. Material even here against Morales. I have to give the pawn back. Now I'm taking this guy. Recheck first. Check first and then take. Or do I take first? Where do you want his king to be? You know, that's the question. I mean, what am I... I'm up a pawn now, so I'm clearly playing for a win. No more mates. S4 was very uncompromising. He had many chances to draw, and he's like playing for a win. Crazy player. Really uncompromising. Still, he sees that stuff where he constantly sees the mating threats. It's sort of insane. Okay. Now what do we do? Wow, he got behind the pawn. C5, I guess. I need to think about this for a minute. If I check him... Oh, I can check and go to G4, of course. Okay. If I take that pawn, I mean, it can't be worse, right? But I have no clue if I'm winning. I can't go on like this. This is driving me nuts. All right, so he doesn't care about that. Whoa. But what about bishop G6 check and then like bishop E8 or something? C4 is possible. C4, D6, king up. I may not be able to stop the pawn. If I play C4 anyway, he has other strong moves. He's got this check on F5 and weird tricks and whatnot. Well, Morales, I'm very, very happy to draw this. I mean, it's a draw, but I'm a tiny bit worse even here, you know, with the outside A pawn. Well, I guess we both have rook pawn, so it's a draw. Man, I feel kind of bad, though. You must have been winning there. So here we are. First we blockade, and then we send our G-pawn down the board. And we have to be better here. I don't know that we're winning, but you can't discount that pawn. But S4 has played so amazingly. Actually, his score is insane against me. I mean, he has almost 50%. That's one of the best scores of the players who've played me regularly. Okay, guys, welcome everyone. Please check out the promotion on chesslecture.com. If you go to the link I put in there earlier, you can get a discount of $15 on a $30 membership for 3 months on chesslecture.com. Okay, guys, let's go back to the games here. It's S4. It's making me sweat. I survived to this ending up a pawn. That's kind of funny. 12 wins, 9 draws, 3 losses. Thanks for subscribing. I didn't even have a time to count like if anyone subscribed. If we have any new subscribers, I'd like to thank you. I mean, these are simul games, you know, so it's not like Blitz, but still, I think an impressive result for any players under, say, 2,200 who have like 50% against me. Yeah, now he's turning king f5. He's like the genius. The genius of the white squares. I mean, the technique is insane. So g6 now I have to play. I have the further outside passed pawn. Guys, the next stream will be tomorrow at the same time. No, not at the same time, excuse me. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I'm going to be playing Blitz and Rapid Chess here on lichess.org. That's Monday, 4 p.m. We've got a new schedule because I've moved to the United States for the summer. Normally, I'm residing in Hungary. If we can get any support, any kind of donations, feel free to donate via PayPal or just subscribe to the stream. Again, use your support, guys. All right, back to reality here. It's 3 games left. 2 games left. Wait a minute, what happened? Oh, Morales drew. Okay, 2 games left. Yeah, these are tough. 2 of the highest rated players in the simul. Higher rated players in the simul. No one over 22 lichess rating today. There have been many times in the past, but I kind of thought he should have gone with... I had the feeling he should have played like f5 before knight d6 now, obviously. I have h6 check, which was part of my plan, but I'm not sure. If I play h6 check, then he plays king h7. Actually, bishop d7 looks good. Bishop d7, or h6 check, then bishop d7. Actually, bishop d7. We're on all of his pawns. I mean, thematically, this figures to be like good chances for white to win, but it's not easy. I mean, this is bishop and knight with pawns on both sides of the board. I mean, I'm teaching people constantly that this should be much better for the player with the bishop. I have a more centralized king, and outside passed pawns with the bishop should be very good. Plus, he fixed these pawns on the white squares. I thought that was kind of weird in the first place. Now g6 check. I can play g6. I mean h6, excuse me. I mean, I guess just g6 check and takes on that pawn. Looks pretty good. Thing is, he sets up a dark square blockade there. How am I doing on time on the other board? We've got more time on that board, and we've got maybe more time on both. Not much more here, though. Bishop takes, check e6. Now h6. I mean, g6 wins a pawn, but at what price? Just that now my pawns are like blockaded, you know. So he can never take on h5. It's kind of close to Zugzwang. a3. Very possible I can sack a bishop on like b5. Bishop d7, bishop takes b5. Something crazy like that, and like, I mean, what's he gonna do? You know, I like take on that, win all of his pawns, have this armada of pawns. Pawn armada. Wow. C4. Well, I can't lose this, but I might not be able to win it. So I'm thinking bishop takes b5, knight takes b5, king c4. You know, but there are some risks involved. Some risks involved. Is there any way I can get him into Zugzwang, basically? Zugzwang here. The problem is that my king can't penetrate, you know. Yeah, maybe I can't win this. This is crazy, but I ran into a knight like this in my last tournament. Same thing. I don't know what to do. I mean, I can sack a piece here, but it's just like knight takes b5, king c4. Knight d4, say. King takes c5, knight e6 check. King c4. Knight takes f4. B whatever. He's like taking all my pawns on the other side. I mean, then his knight will probably get back to stop my a pawn. b3 takes. Maybe if I put the pawn on f5, I mean, does that help? No, he played b3. But I can at least blockade. There's obviously no way to get in. Bishop takes, knight takes, king c4, knight d4. This might have made it worse, actually, because my pawn is just hanging on f5. Takes king here, and there's just like no way to make progress. Fortress. Your basic fortress. I should have left the pawn on f4, but even that didn't look convincing. I don't know. How can you win? There's no way to do it. The bishop sacrifice is the only plan. Then he's like going knight d4, king takes c5, knight takes f5. It's even worse now. There's no way to win this. There might have been a way to win, but I didn't find it. It's really unfair. Oh, man. Chess isn't fair. I don't know how to win. There is no way to win, my friend. That seems crazy. Alright, last game. There ought to be a draw here, too. He has so much space. With that pawn on d5, I can't do anything. And his excellent king. He just does what he needs to do every time. If I try to go the other way, he always has too much space. Okay, guys, we're almost done. Last game. The next stream will be tomorrow morning. Not tomorrow morning. That's my usual routine. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. It's not morning unless you live somewhere in Australia. Tomorrow, actually, does that make sense? Anyways, tomorrow it will be Blitz and Rapid Chess. Bishop b5. Now, I think a draw offer here is a little bit presumptuous. That's a little presumptuous. I am up a clear pawn with an outside pass pawn. Wow. That's another one for the record books. What a game. I mean, some defense here. 12 wins, 10 draws, 3 losses. This was kind of a weird move. This is probably risky for me. But really, I don't think I'm in any risk of losing, even if I lost one of my pawns. Still have the further outside pawn. G5, King E4. G5, King C4. What's happening on G5? How does he find these moves so fast? Man. Bishop here, just draw. We'll at least try. Got the right color rook pawn. Wow. Crazy strong player. Now, he missed a forced draw there. I guess he's playing for more now. Instantly found that. Well, really nice game by White, though. He almost beat me again. He's got 3 out of his last 4. So we'll finish with 12 wins, 11 draws, and 3 losses. Interesting score. I have too much time pressure. We need to play like 60-40. Maybe next time we'll do a 60-40. Then we avoid this crazy time pressure. Won't be so many draws. I'm kind of bailing out with the draws in many cases, but for the most part, the draws were like really equal positions. I didn't opt for draws in tense positions where anything could happen. The draws were mostly legit. Anyway, guys, thanks for playing and subscribing. What is up in the stream? Might be a Zugzwang, someone said. Did we play a non-game again? Maybe. Maybe. Is this a Zugzwang? Somebody should tell me about it if it is. I don't think this is a Zugzwang. He had a forced draw already that he didn't take. He played really fast. Oh, there's no way for me to win this. I mean, this is like trivial. It's just trivial. He played like he was better, and he's like down a pawn the whole game. I mean, the whole ending. He played as if he was on the better side of the position, so confidently and fast. It's just amazing. Yep, this is just a draw. Really good endgame clinic by S4. Couldn't quite get to 50% against me, but his score has been like crushing. He used to lose in the beginning, but lately it's been like win, 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 win. He lost a couple there. He lost the last one somehow. That was a nice game. I sacrificed my queen. It was like a sham sacrifice. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. This should be wrapping up any moment now with our next draw. But at least I have more wins than draws. I'm like the draw master. Thanks, Soltigo, for moderating. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Again, we'll be back tomorrow. Check out chesslecture.com. Over there where I work, we do have a special for discount on the silver membership, so check that out. You can enter my name as the code there, Paschall, for getting a discount. $15 for basically 3 months of unlimited videos on chesslecture.com. This is going to be a draw, guys. Let's just play it out for the fun of it. Bishop d2. We can just come back, pick up the pawn. Yeah, it's a draw. All right, man. Good game. Simul's finished. We've got 12 wins, 11 draws, 3 losses. Let's highlight who we lost to. Bombas, this guy is like, forget about it. I mean, he must have a winning score against me. He made one blunder, apparently. No inaccuracies, no mistakes. Knight f5 was like an insane move, you know, and he played it like instantaneously. Check this out. H takes g6. Well, what am I supposed to play? The other way, like, just loses a pawn. I mean, am I supposed to take the f pawn and allow dc, bc, queen c4 check, queen takes c6, resigns? Like any move. How can he give me a blunder when my position loses on every move? Knight f5. What was his time use on that move? Knight f5. Man, I don't want to know my score. I guess nobody did analysis on this game, so there's no time. I have 3.5. Bombas has 5.5, and he's only ever lost 1 game. That's interesting. So anyway, that was devastating. Knight f5, best move according to the engine. The other game I lost against Arsenal Fan, which was really disappointing because I did it to myself. I tried to make a fancy combination. I had a feeling that something bad would happen if I tried to do this, and it was true. I mean, the game was basically level, and I sacked a piece on g2. The computer likes it. Oh my god, it likes knight takes g2. It was the right move. Oh my god, and then he takes on e5 here. Oh no, I have to sack my queen. That's crazy. So it was the best move, but I couldn't, you know, I looked at this and I didn't realize this was actually a legitimate variation. I'm like, what? Oh my god. I never would have done this. I mean, maybe in a slow game, but wow. King h1, knight takes e5. And he's still slightly better. What I didn't see was this simple idea. I just thought, oh, okay, I'll play queen takes, and he can't do queen takes f7, you know. But he has knight g5. It just wins it instantly. So that was kind of bad. And then finally, the other game I lost, I was just like tired of losing to this guy. Fonza Curry, it's like pointless to even play him. He has, you know, he never makes a mistake, basically. I don't know why you want to even play in a simul if you never make a mistake, honestly. I just resigned. I mean, it's not clear that I'm like losing this move, but I know that it's pointless to even continue. So that game was kind of hopeless. He did make a couple of inaccuracies apparently. So anyway, 3 losses. We have a bunch of wins and a bunch of draws. Lots of interesting games, guys. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. And thanks for subscribing. International Master William Paschall. We will be back to Rapid and Blitz streams here every weekday and Sundays. For now, the schedule will be 4 p.m. We're going to go with 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for... Yeah, you're welcome for the game, Antonio. Interesting game there. I was kind of lucky. No, anyway, we'll be back every day, Monday through Friday and Sunday at 4 p.m. For the moment, that will remain the schedule. I will retain my option to do different times. But yeah, S4, I'm sure I'm not surprised if you were winning. I mean, you were playing like a genius. I'm surprised if I'm not winning at some point in that game too. At the end, I mean, the ending. I mean, somehow I'm like a pawn up. Feels like I should win it. Anyway, good stream, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We will see you guys next time on Monday. That is tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Please support the stream. Also, check out my YouTube channel, Video Chess Training on YouTube, where we do upload all the streams so you can watch them again, and hopefully it's instructive. Thanks for the games, guys. See you tomorrow. Thanks, Soltigo, for moderating as usual and for the fun game we had with you as well. 11 p.m. Moscow time. Thanks, Troll Man. You played like a monster. What happened? Did you lose on time in our game, or what was that? Yosarian, thanks for subscribing. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.